Yo, what is up guys? It is Renegon Eagle here, back again for yet another video. So, today we are going to be talking about the Big Three, the new Big Three. Alright, so if you never heard of the term Big Three, basically it's just a term we used back in the day to describe Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, because those were the most popular Shonen Jump at the time. So, this video is going to be split up into two parts. The first part, I'm going to be going over what I think the new Big Three anime are. Alright, so just based off of what I've seen in the community, I hit up a few creators before making this video, so I'm going to be taking their input into consideration. But the first part of this video, just going to be the anime. Only prerequisite, it has to be from a Shonen Jump manga, and the anime cannot have started earlier than 2016. So 5 years is what I'm working with here. And the second part, I'm going to be taking all the anime that I talk about, and I'm going to be looking at their manga sales to see what is the most popular in terms of the manga sales. Alright, so with all that being said, let's just cue that intro and get right into the video. Alright, so to figure out the new Big Three, we need to look at all of the big Shonen Jump anime that have aired since the start of 2016. Alright, so I went through every anime that aired from 2016 all the way to 2021, and I have landed on 6 that I personally believe could all take a spot in the new Big Three. They could all be part of it. So while I would love, like literally love, to be able to mention shows like ReZero, Mob Psycho, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan, or Tokyo Revengers, those series either aren't in Shonen Jump, they're not long-running series, or they don't even have an anime yet. So either way, listing off the top 6 candidates I have for the Big Three, I have Boruto, which started in 2017, Black Clover, which started in 2017, Jujutsu Kaisen, which started in 2020, Demon Slayer, which started in 2019, My Hero Academia, which started in 2016, and finally Dr. Stone, which started in 2019. Now, I'm sure you've all heard of those shows, and you've probably watched at least some of all 6 of those. So, from what I've seen in the community and from hitting up other YouTubers like Massman, T-Bry, Broken Ronin, Scamboli Reviews, all of whom you should definitely sub to if you aren't yet, the new Big Three, just based off popularity between the fan base and people I've hit up, it would just have to be easy, you know, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and Boruto. And while, yeah, you could change out Boruto for Jujutsu Kaisen, that's completely up to you. I'm putting Boruto on there for what I think could be the new Big Three, just because of how much Boruto just broke the absolute shit out of the internet. Okay, Kurama's death, in the first couple of days that that clip was posted on Crunchyroll's YouTube, that got millions of views. Okay, like straight up, just millions of views. People were talking about that for a quick minute. It even ended up on CNN in Indonesia. Okay, the channel that broadcasts worldwide news to the people of Indonesia felt that Kurama's death was a big enough thing to where they covered it, where they also cover worldwide news. If that's not breaking the internet and taking the absolute world by storm, I don't know what else would. Alright, personally, I'd have My Hero, Dr. Stone, and Jujutsu Kaisen, but that's just me. But stating just that would be so obvious and boring, so I'm going to go to the second part of this video now, where I'm looking up the manga sales numbers to determine which is actually the most popular in terms of sales. So, starting with Dr. Stone, according to PR Times Japan, Dr. Stone is, as of April 2021, sitting at a crisp 10 million copies sold, which isn't that bad compared to the literal dozens of manga in Shonen Jump that get canceled before they even get one volume. So, 10 million, while it's not the highest on this list, it's definitely not that bad. Moving on to My Hero Academia, it was the 8th best-selling manga in 2020 with over 6 million copies sold then. Nowadays, in April of 2021, it was reported that the manga had 50 million copies in circulation, quadrupling Dr. Stone. 37 million of those being sold in Japan, and the remaining 13 in the rest of the world. So while My Hero Academia's anime might be this ultra popular series worldwide, it kind of seems like the manga, at least, Japan is really just eating it up more than everybody else. For Demon Slayer, the manga occupied the entire top 10 for a full month. I don't know what month that was. But in October of 2020, the 22 volumes at the time of the series, they occupied the top 22 spots of Oricon's weekly manga chart. That's right, every single volume of Demon Slayer took the top 22 spots on this weekly manga chart. It was the best-selling manga in the first half of 2020, and it currently, as of February 2021, it has over 150 million copies in circulation. So, blowing Dr. Stone and My Hero Academia combined, just out of the water. For Jujutsu Kaisen, as of October 2021, this month, the manga had over 55 million copies in circulation, so it was just edging out My Hero Academia. Jujutsu Kaisen was the 5th best-selling manga in 2020, and it had over 6.7 million copies sold then. But in January 2021, Jujutsu Kaisen's first 15 volumes at the time took 15 of the top 16 spots in another of Oricon's weekly manga rankings, only being surpassed by Attack on Titan's 33rd volume, which topped the list. So everything else was Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 2 through number 16 was Jujutsu Kaisen. And it was the second best-selling series in the first half of 2021, only getting beaten by Demon Slayer itself. Alright, so it is an insanely popular series, especially after the anime dropped, it blew up. So, I couldn't really find that much information about Black Clover, and while it might not have the biggest sales report on this list, as of July 2021, the manga still had over 16 million copies in circulation. Alright, so once again, more than Dr. Stone. It's not a huge amount, but it's still worth considering. And now, last and unfortunately least, we have Boruto. I couldn't even find a rough estimate from a reputable source for the manga sales, so I had to go on 4 different websites for the sales report to find it per volume, and all 4 websites, when I added it up, they all 4 had a different total. Just averaging it together, Boruto only has around 4 million copies sold, which, once again, it's nothing to sneeze at, but compared to everyone else on this list, I just really expected Boruto to do better. And, like I said earlier, the anime did just absolutely break the internet, so I'm just going to give Boruto a pass for this, just because the anime is apparently so popular. So while the manga might not be doing so good, the anime seems like it's doing pretty good for itself. So going off of the actual manga sales of all 6 of these series, in 6th place, obviously, we have Boruto. In 5th place, Dr. Stone. In 4th place, we have Black Clover. In 3rd place, My Hero Academia. 2nd place, Jujutsu Kaisen. And of course, number 1, Demon Slayer. Alright, that number just actually surprised me. I wasn't expecting 150 million copies, especially because Demon Slayer's manga hasn't even been around for like a super long time. Alright, and apparently, while I was doing research for this video, I found out that there was a month where it sold more than even One Piece did. I mean, it was just for that month, but still, One Piece. Anyway, just keep in mind that I'm only basing this list off of Shonen Jump manga, so if something comes from another manga like Attack on Titan, it wouldn't be here. Alright, and I'm not saying that these are absolutely the best these are just apparently what are the most popular in terms of sales, from what I've seen in the community and from what I've seen just talking to other creators. So anyway, with all that being said, what is your big three right now? You know, not just Shonen Jump titles, just any anime or manga. Just your big three. Just let me know down in the comment section below. I actually am pretty curious. But until next time, I am Renegon Eagle, and I will see you guys later. Bye.